Rebecca Van, the Iron Cook, and today's recipe is hash browns. I'm here at a very busy harbor today in Santa Barbara. It's an action-packed day. Behind me are researchers that have been checking out our water quality. We have plankton and algae and all kinds of healthy organisms in our beautiful islands off the Santa Barbara seashore. What's your name?
Mike.
I'm getting presents from the fishermen here. And they study these all the time to make sure our Pacific Ocean is nice and clean. Because we got oil drilling here. There could be issues. They have to check. I'm here to report to you the quality is very fine. We're always concerned about the oil drilling offshore. That oil drilling can be trouble, and we need to check our water. And today, the water's fine. Hi there, sir. So we're having a good time. We're making hash browns today. Have a nice day. The ingredients for this dish are an iron. Everything an iron cook has to be cooked with an iron. That's just the way it goes. I hope you follow my good example and make good things with irons. I've got a bunch of recipes. A potato, oil, an egg, butter, and salt. You need a grater for this recipe. It's a kitchen utensil that you must have. And foil, a lot of it. We need to peel our potato because I don't like the skins. The skins are just darn tough. And get the nub. Hello, sir. Are you single? Oh, he's too young for me. We cannot be dating. I have a little limit.
Yeah, you got a lot of standards, yeah.
I got standards. In order to be a professional cook, you need to clean up your working surface. Apparently, I'm not very professional because my working surface is usually dirty. We do the best we can on location. We improvise. This is how you do dishes at the harbor. You throw some water on your plate and now it's clean. I call that clean. This is the advanced method of iron inversion. This is not recommended for your first time cooking with an iron. You have to stick it in a shoebox and you make it flat. I'm using mittens because my iron is set on linen, and linen is the hottest setting, and you have to get it flat. All right, put a cooking vessel on top of your inverted iron and pour about 1/2 inch of oil. We need to get that oil hot so it sizzles our hash browns and makes them very crispy. Grate your potato on the big holes. This is a good thing to do while your oil is heating up with your iron. Goldie and I have had some talks. We have had issues with our lives because our phone is not ringing. Goldie has decided that eating a lot of fish foods has been her solace in her time of sorrows. It's very depressing to be a single fish or a single person. She's gotten very big over the course of a month. We have discussed how fuller body image is more interesting these days. Like, you know, big booties. So she's kind of filled out her figure.
Oh, yeah.
Dude's just too skinny and puny to really call his attention. Photographs are so flat and two-dimensional, they don't really show the whole thing. You know, like when she twirls around in that tank and shows off her big booty. So as not to get bloody fingers, you gotta stop when you hit the nub. This was one juicy potato. I'm gonna squeeze out the water. It's too much. So put your potato in some paper towels and squish it. Hello, Pat. And there's the Pat. And then open it up. Time to test our oil. We put one in and see if it sizzles. Well, it's not. In order to produce this recipe in very quick time, I have covered my oil. The inverted iron method just takes a little bit longer to cook. Test your oil for hot. You need some sizzle. Many times things just don't go right in the kitchen or with your iron. So therefore, we're going to do the top-down method because I found that to be more trusty than the inverted iron method. I've lined a little baking vessel with foil, and now I'm pouring in some oil. And in the center of the oil, we're gonna put in our hash browns here, because we're gonna cook it, and it's gonna fry, and it's gonna get all toasty and brown, I swear, just like that. For maximum surface and maximum recipe, you want that in the shape of the iron, because the stuff on the edges just doesn't cook. We know that. So figure this out so it looks like the shape of your iron. Cover it with foil, and remember where the hash browns are because you won't see it. It's like a blind cooking routine. Stick in your iron. You need to press hard for maximum contact surface with that linen setting because you want it crispy and brown like little diner hash browns. While that's cooking, we get time for reflection. I I'm reflecting on the families having fun in their kayaks. It's a beautiful day to go kayaking. I'm reflecting at a very beautiful harbor. It is so pretty here to look at the boats. I'm reflecting on how this is such a target-rich environment day for me. I met all guys. There's not a single girl to be had. That was good odds for me. What's your name?
Morgan.
Hi, they call me Wax.
Waxer.
Well, I used to wax surfboards, and I used to get waxed, drink
waxed.
too much beer.
What kind of fish is that?
Halibut. Angel shell.
Wow. They catch sharks out here too. That's probably good for the surfers if they catch those sharks. You wouldn't mind be bitten on the ankles by that little ankle biter. Bye guys, thank you for showing me your fish. It was really pretty, I love them. Goldie, there's so many things to see. I think Goldie's even gonna need a new tank, all that weight gain. Goldie's been practicing her wave for good social skills. I think she's got it down pretty good. We have been discussing ways to win friends and influence people. We've been practicing it with the people at the harbor. I've been inquiring with them. I think a nice way to get to know people is to ask them questions about themselves. People are very interesting. You just have to ask. Goldie has great sign language. Her little lips move. I think she's practicing kisses most of the time. See those pretty lips? Wouldn't you just want to kiss that little mouth? Those are fish lip kisses. Very big. I think it's quite sexy, the way she moves her lips like that. I think that might turn a guy on. Apparently, appearance matters when you're trying to hook up with somebody. I think we should all do our best to look as pretty as we can, especially when we go out. And it's not always just for catching a man. I do a lot with makeup and hair and jewelry because I think it just makes me more approachable. But you gotta be friendly too. It's nice to be friendly and smiles really help with that. So Goldie and I are practicing looking friendly and smiling. We're both interested in fashion. She's doing the fashion with her figure, you know. I'd like to invite you to my house for a dinner party. I'm planning one soon. I'm going to use my whole kitchen, so don't worry, the quantity of food will be major. He likes that. I think you have some issues. You've been quite vocal during my whole recipe. I don't know what his problem might be, but I think he needs to talk. He might be hungry, and he knows I'm cooking. I'm willing to share my food with you. You look very peaceful right now to me. I think I have reached this bird. I think this seagull may have had positive experiences with me in the past. This bird may have had some of that widgeon I made. Well, we can have this. The darn thing didn't really cook that well. There was a lot of leftovers of that recipe because, frankly, that widgeon was just too rare for me. Cooked with an iron. I ate some, but it just wasn't my favorite poultry dish. We better check those hash browns. That means we have action, Jackson. Those potatoes leaked a lot of water. I need to get rid of that water. Water and oil don't mix, so I'm pouring it into my vessel here. That's all potato water. That's very little oil. That does not make me happy. Those potatoes were very wet and messy. This appeals better to my healthy cooking technique. Those hash browns are done. Time to invert the iron to cook the egg and stick your cooking vessel on it. Try to get it flat. That always helps. Add some butter and swish it around. Make sure it melts. I like a lot of butter in my egg, so my egg doesn't stick. Oops, extra. That's too much, he's going back. To quickly heat up your cooking vessel, put a plate on it. It acts like a lid. After about 3 minutes, your butter will be hot, and you may crack your egg. Cover the egg for faster cooking. Time to serve the hash browns. The brown is always the part stuck to the foil because foil is an issue for me. It says it's trusted, but it's not trusted. I have issues with foil. I think I had issues with this recipe in its entirety. I need to peel the foil off my crispy hash browns. There is some crisp there. We have found that it works to make them, but there are operation issues. Things don't always go right. You can plan a recipe for months and months, and you could think somebody has a really good idea when they suggest you make hash browns with an iron. I must take full responsibility though, because I am the one that tried this. My fan had a good idea. All ideas are good ideas. And then you gotta execute them. It's all in the execution. And I think this recipe has executed me. I am managing to get some crispy pieces out. If you check out my YouTube recipe, I make them in my kitchen with great success. That is the recipe I recommend. It is called hash browns, and there's a big hit on YouTube. I do not think this recipe of hash browns with an iron is going to be one of my biggest hits. But I appreciate you watching because we learn by our mistakes. I got foiled with this recipe. It's a caper. Please do your part with our environment and recycle your used oily, icky foil that's a total mess. There is a lot of extra oil in this. I thought that would help. I thought it would stick to the foil, but it did. Time to add salt to our egg. I enjoy salt in my recipes. Put the lid back on. Clean up on aisle 9. Gotta get an extra oil off. I don't think that's a healthy part of the recipe. I enjoy ketchup with my hash browns. How do you like them? Please comment and tell me. Oh, that egg looks great. Oh, it's ready. And let's add ketchup. Time for the bite. Oh, yum. That egg looks great. Oh, man. That's awesome. That worked. Shut. Hello? Do you hear me? Okay, I'm going to finish this right now. It's very nice when they listen to you. They don't always. So I'm Rebecca Brown, the Iron Cook, proving anything's possible with an iron. Subscribe to my channel, and let's keep making great dishes like greasy hash browns with an egg. Keep those requests coming. Tenacity is very helpful when you want to cook with an iron.